Welcome back to the IESF DOTA 2 European Qualifiers 2024. It's the final match for the fifth and, well, final slot to make it to the World Esports Championships, and it's gonna be a hell of a game between Turkey and Bulgaria. It has been a long week for both of these teams, but today they are here and they are well, not as ready as they should have been, because they had a chance to qualify already a couple of hours ago, and neither of these two squads did it, Black.
Yeah, more surprising for Bulgaria than it is for Turkey. Of course, they played against a very strong Sweden. I'm not sure where to place Bulgaria now, to be honest. I think Turkey has a very realistic chance of taking them out.
So you think momentum should be in their favor? Okay. I
Maybe
find
not
that interesting.
momentum, but I'm more like uncertain what's up with Bulgaria. I feel like the players aren't playing as good as they are.
That
They're
makes
not at
sense.
all performing to their potential, you know?
I've got a bit of an asterisk when it comes to that, because Turkey, although they have been playing very, very well and they've had some very successful results, I feel like from what I've seen, they've been very one-dimensional with their drafts. But before we get into that, let's of course look at the lineups of the two squads, starting with Team Bulgaria, and of course it's gonna be a fail support. Uh, Mastermind, not BCM. Mid laner, Mind Control on the off lane. Leo Pleb on the position 1 carry, and La Joya as the other support.
A lineup that on paper was meant to go through the winner bracket, maybe even make it from there. Now they're finding themselves in their last chance to make it. I mean, still better than being eliminated early, obviously, but really not where I expected them to be. Probably not where they expected themselves to be. I don't know what they feel or what they think after the last two games, after the last series, because they got thrashed quite hard, both games. Their draft was questionable to say the least. As I said, I really don't know where to place them right now.
Well, let's look at their opponents and we'll talk about how we can place them. And that's going to be the Turkish squad. Starting off with Dingo, the carry, GTI, Stoic, GZ, and Kertenekle, which is a beautiful name. Very much sounds Turkish when I say it. And I believe Turkey, unlike Bulgaria, like you said, Black, have been putting up way better numbers over this tournament. They came in through the upper bracket, but unfortunately, they didn't drop down because they faced Ukraine, and it was a pretty one-sided affair, as Ukraine has been arguably the best team in the tournament, top two for sure. And ever since then, Turkey's been on an absolute spree, defeating Serbia, eliminating Romania, and winning a map off of Sweden before dropping to the third lower bracket. So, like you said, Turkey looking much more as a unit, better as a unit than Bulgaria thus far.
And I'm not sure why that is. Again, it's always the question, how much time do you have to practice? For a person like Mind Control, obviously he has his own team, he has his own practice to attend to. How much time do you really have to practice?
Well, I'm gonna just say that Nigma hasn't had that many tournaments to practice for in the last couple of months. I'm just saying. I'm just saying there could have been some time there for him to actually get along and at least discuss some strategies with this Bulgarian roster.
Yeah, but it's always going to be very different to like a fully fledged team like Turkey is. I'm
Yeah.
sure the players of Turkey have been playing together for much longer, probably for a lot longer period of time as well. And it's very difficult to beat synergy in this patch. I feel if your skill is anywhere close, like let's say if Mind Control is 100 and Turkey is like a 75, you can easily make up the 25% with a better draft, with better synergy, better team execution. Because you put Sand King on MC and he goes offlane against two range heroes and dies 5 times. It doesn't matter who it is, he can't play Dota.
I'm going to tell you some interesting stats about these two squads up until this point in the tournament. So, if we look at the overall maps victories since this qualifier started 5 days ago, Bulgaria has a record of 8 wins and 7 losses, barely a positive win rate with a single map, whereas Turkey, on the other hand, Black, they have 11 wins and 3 losses, a considerable better win percentage. And I got, like we mentioned, Turkey has played some very heavy hitters, whereas Bulgaria has also played some heavy hitters, but also struggled with some of the teams that they should have completely dominated.
Yeah, unfortunately, again, our expectations for the team are really high. Maybe too high, to be honest. Like we're just looking at the names, and we're like, oh yeah, that squad is really good. But truth be told, we might have just put them on a little bit too high of a pedestal. You know
I mean,
that
yes and no.
even we are disappointed with their performance. But only because we had such high expectations. If we went into the tournament, be like, yeah, Bulgaria is looking good, but not like a top 4 team or whatever.
Yeah,
Maybe we wouldn't be so critical.
yes and no at the same time, Black, because Bulgaria, we keep on talking about, okay, Mind Control has been like the newer player addition to this squad as the draft is unfolding ahead of us. But other than Mind Control, 4 of the other 5 players have been together since last year's World Esports Championships. Lil Pleb, Mastermind, La Jolla, and Fail were all 4 part of the Bulgarian roster that made it to the World Esports Championship playoffs. So we know they've at least have some experience on the international stage. Last year they qualified in second place after Ukraine, and then they completely went on a dominating spree in the group stages. And very curiously, it was also Turkey 1 game away from making it last year. So this time around, Turkey might be going for a bit of a payback from their elimination last year.
They're certainly on a very good way there, especially with how the draft is shaping up so far. They have 2 very strong heroes, but Bulgaria also gotten their hands on 2 amazing heroes. That wait, that Nyx is nasty.
Nasty Assassin, and it's gonna be Nyx Jakiro. 2 great supports in this patch. Nyx, of course, slightly more situational, but a great counter to the Weaver. His innate ability allowing him to have what you described as um, the nerfed gem, but you have that permanently from level 1, so Weaver's not going to have time. And of course, the Spike Carapace is such an S tier ability versus both the Hoodwink and Weaver, which have a lot of area damage from the Acorn Shot, from the Bushwhack, from the Shikuchi. And at the same time, Nyx, if he gets like an early XP advantage, he just one shots these heroes. Okay, he doesn't one shot them, Vendetta kill, a hit, and then burst them with the nukes. But Hoodwink and Weaver are very squishy.
Yeah, and they like to spam out spells that are quite easily to carapace. Uh
What are
can
the
you
odds?
see wards with the Nyx in it? You can't, right?
No,
You
that
should be
would
able to.
be no. What do you mean that would actually be broken? Uh,
It's already broken.
my question was about to be what are the odds we get an Ursa for Turkey, and well, it's now 100%.
Yeah, Ursa, especially this qualifier, has definitely taken quite a strong position in the meta. Very
Well,
successful hero.
I think Turkey more than the other teams just love this hero. In the last 4 games, they've played it every single game.
Well,
In the
that's only
last
because
5 games, wow.
they had so much success with it, right? Like they're very biased towards it now, obviously.
Hmm.
For good
I mean,
reason. It's a strong hero, but I honestly don't like it super much against the Bulgaria draft. They have a lot of kite. Wow.
they're busting out the Legion Commander here. I don't know why. I mean, what does this Legion achieve here? I guess it's a good way of like getting on top of the Shadow Fiend, maybe.
It's also a decent dispel, but I mean, I don't really see the biggest reason for the pick, honestly. Doesn't hard counter any of the heroes.
Yeah, and
I mean, the
isn't
lane is
Nyx like?
strong, obviously.
Yeah, but Nyx is very good versus Legion. And now the Dark Seer was uncontested. This time, Mind Control will get his hands on one of the S tier heroes. I mean, he played Sanking last game and it wasn't that impressive. So now it's gonna be the Dark Seer. Dark Seer Nyx. I feel like we talked about this exact same lineup just a couple of days ago. You get Vacuum, Impale, Ice Path, Requiem of Souls, Macropire. The combo wombo is definitely on the Bulgarian squad.
Yeah, the Legion looks very odd to me. Yeah, I actually don't really like the draft anymore. It looks very random, I think is a good word to put it.
It's also a very high tempo lineup: Legion, Weaver, Hoodwink, Ursa. And yes, you have the Sharpshooter, Acorn Shot that do a lot of damage in the duel, plus Ursa, Fury Swipes. But it very much feels like a one and done. And when you're playing versus what's gonna be a very fast Guardian Greaves from a Dark Seer, I don't know if it's the correct game plan. And Turkey could have went for the Dark Seer themselves. They had the pick before the Dark Seer, so they opted to go for the Legion. Maybe they're cooking something up. Of course, Legion. I mean, okay, I gotta say, Ursa is a great laner versus Dark Seer because you just kill the Iron Shell creep very, very easily.
Yeah, but you can't really ever get on top of the Darkseid. He just runs away to search.
Yeah, and
So
you
you
don't
don't really
really
have a
have that
kill
much
threat.
reliable lock. Like, what is it? Bushwhack, really? And the Monkey King.
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean,
Black.
Monkey King destroys Legion in lane. Well, I think Bulgaria got this one on lockdown.
I'm gonna be honest, Bulgaria isn't playing. I mean, I mean, yes, they are playing, but they're not playing around. They're not messing around. This is a very good lineup. I would argue four of the best heroes of the patch. Nyx is also up there with the other four. And Turkey, unless they have like an absolute brilliant overall aspect to round up this kind of confusing draft from their side, I have to agree with you. I think they are definitely on the back foot.
Well, they've made some pretty interesting lineups work yesterday. So let's see if they can do it again. We have yet to see their last pick, and it has to salvage a lot of their problems.
Watch them just pick a Visage.
Yeah,
Oh
make the game
man.
even harder for themselves. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
watch this.
Okay, last second pick. It's gonna be the Windranger. Fine. Windranger is good. You can cut the trees of the Monkey King, which will be a carry. So it's gonna be Shadow Fiend mid. Windranger Shadow Fiend mid is actually a pretty even matchup if that's where GTI will be heading, I assume, because I don't think you want to put the Ursa mid. Um, Also, an extra damage, a bit of a long range power shot nuke alongside the sharpshooter to try to secure a dual kill. She's quite survivable. Monkey King, despite the name, doesn't quite like building a Monkey King bar, so getting on top of her to kill her could be quite difficult later on. I mean, the Windranger is much better than the Legion as a pick, I'll say that much.
I agree, but they have both, and the lineup just is so flimsy. You know, I really don't like these kind of lineups. You know me already. I said it every time. But
I know you.
again, maybe they can make it work. Yesterday they had similar lineups that didn't make super much sense to me, but they made it work no problem. So yeah, we'll see what they can do.
If they can do anything, that's the better question. As I'm really concerned. I am really concerned uh, for this Turkish squad. Also, right now, of course, with the back towards the wall after their close defeat versus Team Sweden, we really thought they might have something cooking up in that one, but in the end, they find themselves in this very, very difficult scenario where Bulgaria is hungry to finally prove themselves after so many hiccups down the road here, Black. But the game is moments away from being, from beginning, and I hope that Bulgaria can mentally bounce back from what was a pretty abysmal performance in the previous series, because Belarus kind of wiped the floor with them. So let's see. They've got the draft for it. Can they actually make it work this time around?
They better. Our expectations are too high, man.
Yeah, I mean, Grandmaster mind control in the Dark Seer. That's kind of what I want to see. Hopefully, he's not going to get completely obliterated by the Fury Swipes and the overpower of the Ursa. Like you said, he should have Surge quite easily so he can get out of there as the first game of this final best of three for the World Esports Championships is now underway.
Make it a good one, boys.
Smokes up. Stoic already going in for a very aggressive observer word. Double observer word around the mid area, and of course the dire triangle. This is what you want to do when you're playing versus a Shadow Fiend. You want to see when he pops the raises. You want to see if he gets stacks in the jungle, especially as they also have the darks here, which will be very good at killing those stacks. And they're wrapping up around. They are reading this very nicely on the side of Turkey, but now they have the low ground disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna walk up there. They should know better than that.
Lil Pleb,
I hope.
Lil Pleb bouncing up and down on his pogo stick. Stoic spots them all and gets back. Also pinged out the observer word. Lil Pleb changes his tree. But look at Bulgaria. Very nicely. Sorry, it's Turkey. Very nicely just going for the top bounty runes. Realizing, you know what? We don't want any part of this smoke. So let's just split the bounties down the middle.
Yeah, especially with them, like their
Got
level
it.
1 isn't the strongest. He did get it, yeah.
3 bounties for Turkey. Very good start for them.
And he also doesn't die.
Also, Weaver 5 again. Black, what is up with this Weaver 5? This is the third game in a row we see today of a Weaver 5. Who's gonna die right now? Maybe the bounty rune was worth it, but not trading your life about 30 seconds later afterwards for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm watching this tournament in particular. My opinion of Weaver is steadily, diminishing. I don't like it nearly as much anymore. It's like every time we see it, it's...
Well, it's firstly, nobody's playing it as a carry for some reason. Second of all, they're playing it as a position 5, not 4, which is also very strange, I would say.
Yeah. No, you're very right with that. I don't know what's going on.
Like, I understand a hero can be flexed, but I would say you want to avoid the Nyx Assassin as much as possible. Like we just talked about, his innate ability, they will permanently see you. The Sentry in lane, I don't even know what's up with that. I don't think he needs it. Or unless the innate is available level 6, that might be it.
I'm not sure. I haven't played the hero this patch yet.
Neither have I. And again, this is going to be a Monkey King.
Very easy.
Yeah, especially when you have a Monkey King safe lane. Like I've been highlighting for the last couple of days. Monkey King support or carry is the way to go. Oh, a lot of action bottom. Dingo with some Fury Swipes. La Jolla, I think you're getting overzealous now. Mind Control is going to follow suit in the Afterlife as well. And that's going to be 2 kills collected by this position 5 Weaver Ursa combo.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah, they somehow always make it work. This damn Ursa.
Yeah, it's definitely a Turkish cuisine speciality.
Certainly looks that way, yeah.
GTI in mid versus the Shadow Fiend doing just fine as expected. Mastermind, there's not too much you can do unless GTI oversteps or like commits a bit of a mistake and gets connected with a couple of raises. He should be more than fine. Where's the Ursa? Oh, there he is. He was popping a salve behind the trees. Do you think Lil Pleb will do what I believe he should do? Go gank level 3, or is he gonna be greedy and be like, nah, I don't care, I'm a carry?
I think he should rotate, but whether he does or not... Oh, Nick's down again. That's of course...
Dingo's turning around! Mind Control's dead! It doesn't matter. It's a 2-for-1. Yes, you killed the Ursa, but he still got the XP from the first kill and then allowed Stoic to get a trade kill. Then the Weaver with some kills is also very, very good. I don't know why we're man-fighting an Ursa. It's an Ursa, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of the most successful carries this patch. You know how strong he is, especially when you get close to him.
Yeah. And that's literally the only way he does anything in this lane, right? You being able to hit him. And we said you shouldn't really have the opportunity to hit him, but you have to search. I'm not sure what's up with that.
I think there was also a bit of a mistake. I think the Nyx went for the greedy build instead of getting the level 2 point in the Spike Carapace. He went for the Mind Flare. That's why we saw them just get aggressive on the Nyx, because they realized he's got no survivability, no escape essentially.
Oh yeah, the instant kill of creeps on Nyx. Nah, you're very right with that. But in theory, a Weaver Ursa lane should never get any kills, honestly.
Absolutely. That's why, back in the, I don't know, early days of Dota 2, maybe Dota 1, the lanes you would see with Ursa would be like, I don't know, Shadow Shaman, Crystal Maiden, Lion, maybe these heroes that can lock down the opponent offlaner and punish them. But speaking of punishing, Lil Pleb got too close to the creeps. And, oh, beautiful mischief there, but he is too slow. This, oh, maybe not. I forgot about the Primal Spring. He almost gets punished there by the damage of the Legion Commander. Yeah, I was saying,
Another
Ursa
very
needs someone
interesting
to lock down the hero. Yes, Pleva, please, sorry.
Why is Monkey King losing lane to Legion? Does it happen?
So I know we had like, what was it, 2 patches ago? I believe back in December, Legion was like one of those offlaners that was annoying, dominating everybody, and he's not played as much. Actually, the hero is very strong in lane, especially when you're melee. Monkey King gets close to the creep wave, and then the overwhelming odds completely melts your HP while giving the temporary shield to the Legion. So it's a very, very sad matchup. I actually encourage you to try it. You'll see how bad you'll dominate the opponent melee carry.
Not a Monkey King though, surely. Also, they picked it into it, so they should know what's up with that.
Yeah, they also picked Monkey into Hoodwink, which is like not necessarily a counter to Monkey King, but like a great way of dealing with Monkey, because you can hit him in the trees.
Yeah, but I mean, historically the lane should be very easy for him. Maybe they just misplayed the early levels a tiny bit. Easy kill on the Weaver. I still think their lineup is gonna run into a lot of problems later on. No reliable lockdown really, other than the duel.
Who knows? We're about to see like back-to-back Bushwhack Shackle shots.
Yeah. But it's hard to pull off, and you might be able to, you might not be able to.
Oh, Stoic, stop. Just completely leaving the Urza alone. They're gonna go into Phalix. I think Stoic should actually focus his right clicks on the courier, but no. He really wants to pressure with this Urn. He's actually going deeper, and the Jakiro does get caught. Will fall with an Acre shot. Lil Pleb's positioning is also aware, but Mastermind came in the OTP. But GTI is already here, and a focus fire will be thrown onto Lil Pleb. Tries to use the mischief, but will not manage to get out there as the Requiem Soul comes in a bit too late to protect his carry. And now Mastermind really would like to get something for his troubles, but he TP top. He's not gonna get anything other than 3 last hits. Not even the third one.
Huh. Got to deny though. It's always fun.
Yeah, massive victory. Also, GTI will refill his bottle with the Arcane Rune. Okay, they're gonna find Stoic. That's better than nothing. But why is Dingo uncontested? I'm very confused about some of the early rotating decisions that have been happening in the first 8 minutes of this map. I gotta be completely honest.
I have to agree. It is really not how I thought the early game would go for Bulgaria. I thought it was going to go much better for them.
Yeah, I mean, but look at mind control. Yeah, he's got the third last hits there. Oh, haste from collected by Jakiro. I think he should be fine there. There's no focus fire, and I don't think they can chase him. He's too speedy with that haste right now. Stoic, Impale, Shadow Raise, Bish Bash Bosh, and he will be turned into Mosh. Blood Grenade attempt, but that will not kill Fail as the power shot doesn't connect. Yeah, mind control is the first and last hits, but he's very far behind the Ursa, and some of those last hits are from the neutral creeps, which for the most part means a little less gold. You're a Darkseer into an Ursa, you can't 1v1.
No, certainly not after having a rough laning phase like that.
Oh, Shackle Shot doesn't connect. Lil Pleb, though. is very tanky. The damage is coming in, not in droves. There's no level 6 on this Legion Commander. Boundless Strike will miss. This Windrunner is a bit too fast, but the Ice Path will create the separation needed. And now the Shadow Fiend is here, turns around, and Kurt will fall. GTI Impale. Okay, doesn't quite get on top of him. Windrun still available. Will use it. Pops the Bounty Rune, and he should die.
He's slowly waddling away. Not fast enough. Game equalized again. Good. They needed something like that.
I understand why he wanted to go there, but I think if you wait another 20 seconds, allow your Legion Commander to get duel, and then not only you got a reliable lock, but also you get the bonus for the duel damage, that would have been much, much better. Sadly, they felt a bit too overconfident and ended up losing 2 of their cores in the process.
Yeah, and again, as I said before, like if you don't dominate early game with a draft like this, you're gonna run into a lot of problems later on. And now that the game is back to even, I'm liking where Bulgaria is at. They also have an aura builder, whereas Legion Commander is not really an aura builder, so they have that advantage as well. I just feel like overall they have a lot of advantages.
Another missed impale, but the wall of replica will connect. That will slow down Stoic long enough, but La Jolla can't get on top of him, and now the Surge is not there. Dingo now 1v3. The damage is coming in from Fail and the Ice Path. Impale. What? Did he just impale the ground?
Yeah, you know, do some gardening.
No, he didn't even use it. He didn't use it. Never mind. I just heard the sound. Maybe he like pump faked it or something. I don't know. Fail is a bit deep there. He wasn't doing
gardening?
No, he wasn't. Fail's a bit deep there on bottom, but Stoic now, the TP from GTI, is actually even going to use the Focus Fire, but in the end, sadly, the Observer Ward will fall, and now Lil Pleb is here, and they don't have the tool to kill him with no Focus Fire as Mastermind is arriving, and what a perfect Bushwhack. I was just about to say saving the Weaver, but La Jolla will get in the end now. Requiem of Soul, almost fully channeled, will get cancelled from Mastermind. And both teams are trying to cut their losses. Maybe Mind Control arrives from the mid lane. Bushwhack doesn't connect. Everybody's just throwing spells that are not connecting.
Yeah, it's a skirmish, you know, Bloodline Champion style.
No, duel is coming through.
Long range duel.
Power shot. Do we have a sharpshooter? We don't have, but we have, perfect cutting of the tree. That's not gonna allow the Bushwhack to connect, and now the turnaround with the double Shadow Rays and the Wukong's command. And now they're going for the Vendetta. Jeezy's about to get caught. Perfect Ice Path, and Vendetta right clicks will get the drop down from La Jolla, and they want to go deeper. GTI, he's being spotted by the Primal Spring Monkey King. He now sees Kel as well. Jumping in on top of him will not connect with the slow.
Wow, I mean, it was a good duel attempt, but there was no backup whatsoever. So I have to really say it might be because of the draft, but Turkey's not nearly as cohesive as they were yesterday. When I was casting them against Serbia, they were just absolutely running circles around them. This time around, of course, they're playing a stronger Bulgaria, but at the same time, they're having a lot of unforced errors.
You know what they also have? They have a Battle Fury minute 12 on Ursa, which, yes, they're not, the rest of the team's not doing that hot, but we've seen Dingo carry them twice.
He can definitely do it.
And yeah. I'm going to put this also on the back of, you know, the Turkish squad is a rather unexperienced one, although they haven't played unexperienced Dota at all this tournament. They've had back-to-back chances of qualifying, and the pressure might be getting to them. As, why is this Legion Commander here?
She's running, she's fast, and he's out.
And Stoic actually creating a lot of separation, slowing down the Jakiro there, forcing the Ice Pad to be thrown in early. That's not going to reach the Legion, but yeah, I think this might be a slight factor, Black, I gotta be honest. They realized they were quite close. They were one map up versus Sweden. Almost felt like they were in Riyadh. It slipped out of their hands. And now, luckily, they have one more chance, but sometimes when you're under pressure, you don't want to make mistakes, and that's how you ended up making more mistakes.
It could definitely be the case. Especially that squad is not super experienced internationally.
That's gonna be a first duel victory coming in for Kurt. Fail. Does fail. But of course, it's only a Jakiro, and it's only 10 extra damage. I would not get too concerned unless we see another 4 or 5 of those happening in the next 10 minutes. But Lil Pleb is going to show his face, but maybe not for much longer, because that's the strength of the Hoodwink. Wukong's command gets used, Lil Pleb committing a lot to defending his tier 1 tower.
Very, very good. I like that. Blowing that as much as possible. The tier 1 towers in Dota are so important. They always have been. Otherwise, you just give up your map and your jungle control. Something you never want to do. You don't have to do it.
I don't know. Lil Pleb. Perfect shackle. And look at the sharpshooter was already channeled from all the depths of hell. The Hoodwink connects with that one, and you know, I don't think that tier 1 actually was that valuable for Lil Pleb to actually still hang around after using Wukong's Zendai.
Yeah, as all things in life, too much of it is no good for you.
Are you addicted to anything black? Other than cake?
Addicted? No, I think I can make do without pretty much
What
everything.
about back in the day? Would you have said that you were addicted to Dota?
I feel like to be a pro at something, whether it's a sport or a game, you have to have some sort of addiction towards it. I don't think it works otherwise.
Some good analysis. Thank you, Mr. Dominic.
Of course, you're welcome.
Are you Dominic, or how would you say it in German? Dominic?
Dominic.
Dominic. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
But of course, the English version, just as you said, Dominic.
Have you ever thought about changing your in-game name to Dominator?
Yeah, but I feel that might bring up some trouble for certain people.
Okay.
Take Roshan down. One more overpower should do it. Can they do it?
Yeah, of course they can. They're not gonna get there in time.
Oh, I'm not talking about Roshan. I'm talking about winning the game with that lineup.
Okay, that's true. Nice sharpshooter connecting long range on top of mind control, but Bulgaria right now, you know, this is like the problem you have in your pubs. You're like, oh, we've got a good timing, we could fight, but you lose your Aegis, and you're like, we could fight, but is it worth it? And I think they realize, you know what, it's not worth it. It's fine, we have an Arcane Rune, but let's not overcommit. La Jolla and Lil Pleb, they're just gonna find Stoic that was just vibing by the Lotus Pool for some reason.
It's important to vibe every now and then.
Okay. Dingo is the one topping the network chart, but the Shadow Fiend of Mastermind is not that far behind him, whereas the Legion, Windranger, and Monkey King, all three are kind of trailing. Jeezy, though, on the Hoodwink is having a hell of a good start with already completing a Rod of Aetas.
Hoodwink. I'm really starting to hate it hero, I gotta admit. It
What?
always does so well. And every game, what is so broken? What do you mean, what?
Yeah, but at least it's fun. What do you want to be in meta? Ogre?
Yeah?
No!
Give me some non-broken stuff.
Yeah, but like, it's a bit of a skill as well to Hoodwink, you know what I mean? Oh, cursed. Just falls. I don't know if Kurt's just feeling desperate to find some farm around the map, but he's definitely not in positions I would necessarily consider he should be in at this moment in time. You know, they're trying to set up for GTI in mid, but it's actually going to be Stoic. And a power shot coming in around onto Fail, and the Soul. Record of Soul is not going to do much work as Stoic in Shikuchi. Just, okay, is feared, but it's just hasted, basically. And now Atos. Look at the connection, and the Shadow Fiend just melts in front of Dingo's Ursa, who now pops the Enrage, wants to get on top of the other targets, but the turnaround from the Wukong's command is not going to be enough, as Lil Pleb is one shot away from dying. The power shot will also miss. The Spirit Vessel, can it get the job done? It doesn't seem to be the case, as despite a lot of abilities being used, only the Shadow Fiend died for now. Nope, La Jolla will join him as well. They want to kill the Aegis, but nice press the attack. And they need to cut the losses. Mind control. Surges away. Stoic on his tail. Can he slow him down? He needs to connect with the Shikuchi, but I think he should be safe. There's no
How do
blink,
they
I
keep
believe.
doing it? Turkey. Whenever I feel like they shouldn't be having any business winning fights, they just win fights.
I'm gonna have a very blunt and kind of negative answer. It's because the Shadow Fiend used Requiem of Soul on the ground, losing their biggest ultimate.
Ooh, I can see out. Oh, no way.
Wow. That was instant. He casted Wind Run Shackle Shot at the very last moment possible, saving himself.
Wow. If they get that kill, it would have been massive for them, obviously, but...
Well,
not today, friends.
Speaking of getting kills, Dingo is unkillable. 2-1-5. I believe he died once at the beginning in the laning phase, but now with his Aegis for another 90 seconds and a full BKB, I believe he's got it all completed. The Ogre Axe and the Recipe are coming on the courier right now, so that's gonna be an absolute monstrous timing. Minute 20 BKB, 4-staff Battle Fury up top. Jeezy and Lil Pleb are just kind of like saying hello to each other and then going their separate ways.
The Ursa's massive again. As you said, Dingo's Ursa is really good. You might really just have to ban it in the next couple of games.
And again, it wasn't first picked. Like,
It was
Bulgaria
not, no.
could have banned it in the second ban phase. I don't know. Like, drafting hasn't been on point for most of the teams today. Oh, Blink ahead, trying to get on top of Mastermind, and they're gonna get it. Sorry, Lil Pleb. Lil Pleb sidestepped the first Blink, but still got caught in the end, and now they're trying to go for a turnaround. Requiem of Soul, Shackle Shot, and look at the damage! The Shadow Fiend is dying. Can he use the Requiem in time? It doesn't seem to be the case. Yes, it does, and now the Wind Ranger might fall. Sharpster connects, and the Shadow Fiend falls as Dingo goes on him in the backline. Finally, it's a 2-for-1, but Mind Control is alone in a world of hurt. The Bushwhack connects, the right clicks, the Fury swipes stack up, but it's gonna be the Legion taking that one, blinking forward. And now the Ursa will get a double kill as 4 have fallen for Team Bulgaria. And if I'm fail on this Jakiro, I'm just asking my team, why are we doing this? They had Aegis for another 30 seconds.
Yeah, usually the way to go would be to just split push, wait out the Aegis. That has been Bulgaria's problem throughout the entire tournament. They're very over-eager, fight when they shouldn't. And it just feels like they're missing their timings, or they're not entirely sure what the timings are as a team.
Like, I understand your carry
finishes
died.
Gleipnir, right? Then he
He's
dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they fight without him. He's like the strongest hero they have right now.
Yeah, I mean, you feel compelled to, like, go in and, I guess, not sacrifice yourself, but like, oh my god, the duel! This is the best play of the century! They just waited by the cliff where they knew someone would come to the word. They thought they're gonna get a support kill, but Lil Pleb is the one to fall, and now Mind Control gets caught as well. Can they have enough damage? The Guardian Greaves comes in, but it's slowly descending into chaos for Bulgaria.
Yeah, we just spoke about 7k lead, now it's already 10k. The beauty of Dota, this patch. And the question is, again, as always, where do you go from here?
You gotta farm. They have to farm Black. I don't know what this desperation of fighting first into Aegis. Okay, second pickoff was kind of like a funny setup from Turkey. That surprisingly somehow worked out, especially if it worked out on Lil Pleb. But you gotta realize your Monkey King is destroyed. He's almost 1,000 gold network behind the Hoodwink. Finally, first Requiem of Souls is gonna be connecting from Mastermind actually on top of GTI, but that was on the back of a perfect Observer placed by Fail in a nice and ice path. But Legion's back, and Legion wants to get a duel. It's gonna go for the Shadow Fiend. The damage is gonna be there as the Fury swipes arrive. Look at the Impale from the low ground. It's gonna be the Vac wall, but only a single illusion created. A replica, not more targets will get caught. La Jolla, bushwhacked, and turned into dust. Look at the network chart, Black. It's incredible.
Yeah, been all Turkey for quite a while. As I said, they're just making everything work. Every move works out for them. Every move that Bulgaria is planning certainly does not work out for them. And goodbye to Kiro.
They're pinging the cliff. The words will get deworded. Dingo is now 7-1-6. This is not an Ursa. This is not a Turkish player. This is like a rapid Australian Dingo. That's the way he's been playing this this Ursa on the last couple of days. And I don't know if they ran it in the group stage, but definitely since yesterday, they've taken this one out of their bag, and it's working out time and time again. Yeah, I think the answer is yes, Black. They have to ban it.
They have to ban it.
Gleipnir for Gleipnir. Which Gleipnir is going to come on top? And I think it will be the Turkish Gleipnir destroying Lil Pleb, setting up for Stoic, and then Dingo to come in. Unstoppable kill streak. I almost said that maybe Monkey King, like Lil Pleb, is not a Monkey King player. That's why he had a rough game. But no, he's a Grandmaster. So maybe being a Grandmaster, he said, oh, let me just play Monkey into Hoodwink. I won't get punished. And then we saw what's been unfolding throughout the laning phase and ever since.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I don't think it's like that great of a Monkey game overall. But the lane went much poorer than it should have. Despite that, though, I think they're just reading them too well. Like every move they want to make, as I said, it just works out. And Bulgaria just can't do anything. They're always outnumbered. Getting completely outplayed again by Turkey here.
Shackle shot connects. Aye. There's so many thunders coming out from the Maelstrom of GTI, from the Gleipnir on Jeezy. Who Jeezy, this Hoodwink is not outfarming the Monkey King. He's about to outfarm his own position 2 and 3. Oh, power shot almost broke the tree. But Lil Pleb is very speedy. La Jolla can see Stoic around, of course. Do they want to turn around? Can they kill this Weaver in time? Spike Carapace didn't come in the right moment. And what a time lapse to escape the Gleipnir. Now the Atos connects with the Monkey King. The Gleipnir coming in from the Hoodwink Bushwhack. And Lil Pleb's done for, as well as La Jolla. They're sensing a pattern, and the pattern is destruction.
Pattern is G to the G soon. Well, we know Bulgaria is not going to GG out. They never do. They always play till the very end, which is commendable in its own way. But who would have thought that Turkey is going to outplay Bulgaria in this fashion? I thought for sure Bulgaria was going to make it at least, you know, in the top 4. But now they might not even make it at all.
I've asked you, Black. Can they mentally bounce back from what was a complete obliteration of Belarus? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, especially at this point, it's hard to say. This time it's definitely not the draft.
I don't think it's the draft. I think they have the phenomenal draft. They're just losing to a Legion commander in 2024. You can't be doing this type of stuff.
I mean, you're very right with that. It really feels like you shouldn't. Legion Commander isn't that terrible over here, though, right? Like,
I mean, no, definitely not. But with the tools that you have, you should be able to shut it down. At least after the laning phase finish. They've been like ran circles around them since the laning phase, and now it's the same thing that happened with the first Roshan. They were smoking up. They thought they're strong. This time, I'm going to tell you, my friends, you're not strong at all. And you didn't contest the Roshan time. You're playing into cheese. You're playing against immortality.
Yeah, if you thought winning a fight was hard before, now it's almost impossible with those extra...
from GTI! And now the duel! Coming with a turnaround! Wukong command, Macropire, they're trying to deal enough damage, they're trying to sustain the Shadow Fiend, but the duel will connect anyway. Buybacks from the Nyx Assassin as Dingo is in, Dingo is personal, and the Jakiro just melts! They're trying to get out of there, they're trying to cut their losses, but Bulgaria is faltering. Look at Stoic, gonna be up front, they're gonna stop La Jolla, power shot for the slow, and another couple Fury swipes will allow Dingo to get a triple kill.
I mean, they did get a Legion Commander at least, but yeah, every skirmish they're having, they're just getting completely obliterated, as you said. No chance. Ban the Dingo Ursa, please, if you want to have a chance in the next game.
It has to be. You must go for the respect ban at this point.
There's no reason not to.
Go for the respect ban. Go for the Beastmaster pick. I reckon this is the only chance Bulgaria has. It's like we said, it's now or never, and it seems to be turning into never for them. The Ice Path, Fuel Scepter connects, but I don't even think they've got the tools necessary for this. Okay, Vacuum to continue the chain stun, to prove me wrong, but Stoic was very close to being able to use the time lapse out of there.
Well, at least something's going their way. Every little kill, as you know in Dota, when you're behind this far, it matters a lot. Like, you get so much net worth back. But I have to be careful. Obviously, they're still in a very big lead. Can't allow to feed kills away like that too many times.
It's only a support, although that support is so farmed. And look at the Abyssal blink forward, one more right click will get the drop down, and Mastermind gets slain by Dingo.
I did so much damage at this point in the game when he's so farmed.
Just Ursa things, right? This Hoodwink has a Hurricane Pike. The Hoodwink is the fourth in the net worth. What is happening? That's not a position 3 Hoodwink.
I told you, I hate the hero. Remove it, please.
Up top, Lil Pleb versus Stoic, forced out to use the Wukongs, try to turn around, try to do some damage, but they're coming! And they're coming in hot. Vacuum Wall, little good turnaround, but the duel will still prevail. No, it will not! Lil Pleb survives for a second longer, but in the end he does fall to the focus fire, 1 for 1. But the Gleipnir stops the TP. Mind Control is alone. He needs some teammates, he needs some help, he needs anything to be able to get out of there. He is speedy for now, but Surge runs out. Cooldown for 2 seconds. Shackle Shot can connect, and will connect just as we speak. Not to another tree, but the damage from Stoic doesn't even need GTI, as the Weaver has a lot of farm of his own.
Just looking at the net worth is absolutely ridiculous. I love it. Weaver, also super fat. Well, say goodbye to Jakiro probably. Any way he can get out? Nah. Buys a little bit of time with the duel. And beyond godlike again and again and again.
I believe he was 1-1, and now he's 15-1.
Yeah. The lane started off terribly actually for him.
Abyssal again going on top of the Mastermind. Shadow Fiend, power shot from the slow BKB Surge. They want to get the SF out of there. Look, it turns around, just bashes Lil Pleb in the process. Lil Pleb tries to get some Jingo stacks on him, but meanwhile the teammates are dying and the bashes are prevailing. The bear is coming in your base. Where's the bear? Let's see if you can battle him. No more BKB Requiem Assault, it doesn't matter! He just attacks it all up! Turns around with a Fury Swipes, gets the first kill, gonna get the second, blinks forward, Lil Pleb wants to get out of there, but will die. So will Mind Control, and that might just be game, as Bulgaria will now need to go for the reverse sweep if they want to still make it to Riyadh.
And that's the question. You know, previously I said they're progressively getting better, but now I actually feel like they're progressively... Like, it just seems like there's more and more tilt, you know, within the team. It's gonna be tough to rebound, see, I'm not gonna lie.
They're not calling it yet, Black.
Yeah, I mean, we know that, right? They don't GG early. Haven't done that, like, at all throughout the entire tournament.
The national pride of the Bulgarian squad is something to envy, but can national pride carry you over this slump or over this mountain? That is the level 25 Dingo Ursa.
Man, when Ursa says this stage is so damn scary. I mean, absolutely nasty.
Let's
His
be honest,
damage
Black,
up is just crazy. Yeah?
hasn't Dingo been scary on this Ursa since about minute 4? It's not just this stage. I feel like other than that one death, and then he just went down bottom and started killing everybody. I don't know. I feel like he's been unbelievably good on this hero, and Bulgaria hasn't had the answers to him. Maybe an Aghanim Scepter on the Dark Seer, but how far are we from that even? Is it even going to happen this game? As GZ is now taking the podium, top 3, most farm hero on the map, has a full Crystallis coming to him on top of a Blink Dagger.
I mean, we are literally at the stage where it's 1k gold advantage per minute, which is brutal.
I mean, I cast a lot of like lower tiers Dota Black, and sometimes you get a matchup like G2IG versus like a tier 6 team, and I don't even see this type of 1k gold lead there. The fact that Turkey is playing at such a high degree skill level versus a team like Bulgaria with the names on their squad is a true testament to how good the Turkish lineup actually is. Look at the Shackle Shot turning around. Vacuum Wall is not going to connect onto anybody, and now they're here to end your lives once and for all, at least in this game number 1. BKBs all around. The Jakiro falls, so does the Shadow Fiend. They have a couple of buybacks, but it would have to be a 3 versus 5 hold.
Which is pretty much impossible at this stage for us.
They don't have the Wall of Replica. They still have the Requiem.
Yeah, but the Requiem is also with half souls. So, how much is it really going to do? Dingo jumps in again.
Bushwhack connects.
Goodbye. Whoa, okay. You don't even need Dingo at this point.
That was the damage from the Hoodwink. You're right. Mastermind just has to blink outside of his own base. TP's back to Fountain. Maybe vacuum into Fountain, into Requiem. Come on, vacuum. Mind control. Mind control. There it is. The Requiem will rise, but it's going to be the Weaver taking the blunt of the damage. And Dingo was enraged anyway, so he doesn't care. Can you do the same play, I don't know, 10 more times?
Yeah, I mean, even if you just kill the Weaver, though, it's not really worth it. Gold advantage grew to 40k in the meantime. Dude.
Black. What is happening? Dingo just said, you know what? We know we threw a game yesterday, which they did. You told me that. They don't want to do the same mistake twice. They're TPing out. They're going for the Roshan. It's got to be the third Rosh of the game.
With a nice little axe surprise. But he already has one on the Ursa.
You got to give it to the Hoodwink. Just let the Hoodwink be the second most farm hero on the map. That would be hilarious. Okay, GTI is going to take it.
Yeah, it's a little better than the Hoodwinks.
Mastermind?
Oh, I just got solo kill. Okay, there's no buyback on him. This might just be a spring game.
There's a Moon Shard on the Legion Commander.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much just doing whatever they want to do right now.
We might be looking at a record Black 46k gold lead at minute 37 in a competitive Dota 2 game. It's something unheard of. And it's our job to make you believe that Bulgaria still has a chance in this one. But I don't think they do. Especially not with this Abyssal from Dingo. Blinking forward, buyback instantly from Mind Control. What else is there left to do for him and his side? The Wall of Replica on cooldown for a few more seconds, but the perfect Shackle Shot connects, and that's going to be Lil Pleb melting in a matter of seconds. Mind Control alone, the GGs get called out. Then Turkey, 48-19. They got to get the 50th kill, and they do in the Fountain with a duel, making an absolute statement out of Bulgaria in game number 1.
Yeah, so now you're in this position where you lost 3 games back-to-back as Bulgaria, and all 3 games were really one-sided. It's going to take a toll on you mentally, whether you want to or not. How are they going to recover from this? Because so far, it really feels like they haven't. Their draft this time was super solid. I thought they had really strong lanes. I really don't know how they died so much to Weaver Ursa. Like, it's a no-kill lane. They have no stun. They have no slow. They have nothing.
Is this the moment you call BZM? You gotta think of all the solutions. Bulgaria right now is 1 map away from being eliminated in 6th place from the World Esports Championship qualifier Black, and obviously they want to be there as the entire nation behind Bulgaria, I assume, would love to support them later on at the World Esports Championships, but can they bounce back? I don't know, maybe not with plays like this. The draft was so much better, but still, couldn't make it work. They got punished on pretty much every single lane other than the mid lane.
Yeah. Again, top lane, it really shouldn't happen. Like, Monkey King is supposed to really dominate the Legion lane. And they last picked the 2. So they obviously had a very similar idea. I don't know, it's just tough. Like, when you have a draft like this and things still go awry, it can really eat away at you mentally. Like, Dota is a very tough game. And again, I don't know how close the guys are, but if they're not that close and they're kind of just letting it fester for a while, it could be a big problem.
I gotta say that this has been probably one of the best performances from Turkey as well. Which is it's crazy to say. I told you this team was on an 11-3 record. Now they're 12-4, and despite all their wins and even some of their closer games, and which they looked very very good at points, this one was a walk in the park. I mean, I don't know what else is there to say. It feels like it was a mismatch, but it's not. Bulgaria has tier 1 players or former tier 1 players that completely got annihilated in this game. And I'm speechless, impressed, and I gotta keep on praising Turkey.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much else we can do, right? Turkey has been overplaying for a long time. They got the winner bracket, as you said, lost to Ukraine, which is somewhat expected, because Ukraine is very strong. But yeah, they're making it work. They're making ends meet. The drafts are a little random, not gonna lie. I actually thought the draft this game was not good, but they're making it work anyway.
Well, that is gonna be the end of the first map, but we will send it to a quick break, and when we return, it's gonna be Bulgaria, it's gonna be Turkey, and potentially the last Dota 2 match of this qualifier. Welcome back to the IESF Dota 2 final match for the qualifiers for 2024. I'm Wax and joined by Black, bringing you the final hopes of Team Bulgaria to keep themselves in the tournament, and the dreams of Turkey ever so close to reality as they need one more map to make it to Riyadh. Black, the draft is almost underway, and I don't even think we should be talking about what we want to see, what we don't want to see. More than about one hero and one hero only, and that hero is... What's the hero?
Do you want me to say it? I don't
Yeah, of
know,
course.
Beastmaster.
No, it's the Ursa!
No.
The Beast is banned. We don't talk about banned heroes. We talk about heroes we should be banning if we're in the Bulgarian squad.
Okay, you mean it that way. Yeah, alright, then that's the best candidate. I agree. Dingo is a little too good. Just a little bit.
They banned the Hoodwink instead. I mean, that was a hell of a Hoodwink performance, I gotta say. And we mentioned, the hero is very good. You keep saying that you don't want to see it in games anymore. I keep saying that I love it. It's like a love-hate relationship between the two of us and the Hoodwink.
No, I just hate it.
Yeah, and I love it. That's what I'm saying.
No, you don't love it. You think you do. But that's why the hero is so imbalanced, you know. She makes people believe things they don't want to believe.
Okay. I guess Hoodwink does have like a female sounding voice. I don't know. I don't know the lore of Hoodwink. I'm gonna be honest.
I think it's a girl, right? Of course it is. Well, it's a fairy. Are there male fairies even?
A fairy,
Okay.
like a ferret, or what do you mean fairy? Oh, as in like no, Puck is a fairy, like, right? Or you mean a furry?
A fairy.
A fairy is like Tinkerbell.
Yeah, but it's also female.
So Hoodwink is like Tinkerbell.
Yeah, but is there any male Tinkerbell out there?
Yes. Like
'Cause
like
I don't know.
the cartoon with like the Fairly Odd Godparents. They're both fairies. So yes, one of them, it's whatever Wanda and the other guy's name, and it's a guy. Cosmo, Wanda and Cosmo, they're both fairies, and Wanda is a godmother. Cosmo is godfather. Anyway, as we breaking down one of the weirdest conversations me and Black have ever had. The draft though is also descending into what I can only classify as questionable, as we get a Spirit Breaker pick to answer the Weaver first pick.
It's a good answer on paper. You can easily disable him twice and kill him with your ult afterwards if you have a little bit of follow-up. You can't really split push. Spirit Breaker has a strong laner, and I think it fits Bulgaria very well. It's a good opening.
Please ban the Ursa. It's not banned yet. Visage ban, Darkseer ban. No, they need to ban it, and they need to ban it now. They need to ban Ursa. Bulgaria, if you want to stay in this tournament or play for the third game, you need to ban the Ursa. Or take it. You know, they have first pick in the second phase. So if they ban something else and they can play Ursa themselves, fine. I think I'm tired of teams losing to Turkey's Ursa. And at the same time, I'm curious to see if Dingo can play any other carries to the same effect or, you know, the same degree of success, I guess.
I've seen his Morphling, and it was nowhere near as impressive, so... I don't know. I'm sure he can play more heroes, but his Ursa seems to be his favorite choice.
I'm gonna look up what his MMR is, if I can find him. I assume he's playing on the European servers. Oh, he's quite hard with MMR. He's not the highest, but like 600 actually. Not bad.
Yeah, I told you. He's a very decent player.
They banned out the Morphling and they picked the Snapfire. We've seen Morphling counter the Snapfire over the last few days, and it had various degrees of success, but this means Turkey could do something very funny here.
They could. Which funny thing are you thinking about?
Picking the Ursa?
Nah, that's not funny.
Well, it's funny for them because they're winning. Are you not laughing when you're winning? That's funny.
No. I'm super serious when I win.
Okay, well, that means you need to take a chill pill. I don't know, do some yoga, meditate. I actually think Turkey's in complete disbelief. I think that's why they're burning time here. They're actually wondering what are they doing and why are they letting us pick it again. Yeah, there it is. I don't know what breakdown is there for us to do when it comes to this.
Yeah, they were like, huh, is this a trap?
I mean, maybe Bulgaria's got something up their sleeve. If they do, I mean, they had the perfect draft last game and they still got steamrolled by this Ursa. And now they're gonna keep. Turkey says, boys, we're gonna just play the same lineup that we just won with because we're good. Yeah, we'll steal the Weaver for the Hoodwink, but Jakiro, Ursa, hey ho, let's go.
I mean, if they really lose because of that, that would be sad.
There's 3 mistakes Bulgaria's done today. The first one was not banning Beastmaster in their first series. The second one is not banning Ursa in the second series. But they want to go for the Enigma. That's great. Okay. So far, they've got no reliable lock. Ice Path is fine, but Enigma will build a BKB that doesn't pierce BKB. Later on, minute 50, we could get an Aghanim Scepter on the support Weaver to time-lapse opponents. To time-lapse teammates. But the answer is not there yet. And the team fight for Bulgaria looks excellent, right? You got Black Hole, you got Kisses. It's great so far. But they had a great draft last game. There's only so much we can say that they know what they're thinking about, but executing it is something completely different.
Yeah, 100%. They definitely have the skill to do it. I just hope they have the confidence to do it too. Because, as we said, the last 2 games, it just didn't really feel like they were in it to win it. I don't know if they were scared. I don't want to say they were scared of losing, but they just felt so unsure of themselves. Or at least from an observer's POV, it looked that way.
Is this a mind control Enigma?
I hope so.
He's not Enigma Galaxy Enigma player, is he? I think GH and Kuroki are definitely the ones preferring to play hero on Enigma Galaxy. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I assume he can play.
Every offlaner can play. Yeah,
I assume he can
hero
play.
is too important.
And they're gonna go for the gyrocopter. Most likely, the reason that they wanted for this gyro to be a pick here is, of course, it's a range hero versus an Ursa. My main problem with this, it's also quite a squishy carry, and of course, Afterburner is very good for him to be speedy and maybe try to get out of the Ursa's range. And yeah, we'll see how this gyrocopter does. I think Team Romania was the one that played quite a fair bit with Cancel in some of their victories. Um, that's why we saw the Morphling ban. Maybe they were planning for this gyrocopter, which adds a bit more team fight. And now Turkey. Okay, Black. Tell me about this Dawnbreaker.
I mean, do we really have to talk about Turkey's picks, honestly? They're always just picking these heroes that
Nobody
seemingly
wins
out of
with.
meta, and they make it work.
Yeah. I've yet to see Dawnbreaker win, but I did say that about Luna earlier today. And here the Dawnbreaker is a counter to Enigma. That is basically it. You get Black Hole, and then you get Solar Guardian, and yes, the Black Hole does channel for a little bit, but then in the end it will get stopped by the stun when the Dawnbreaker lands.
Correct.
It's an innovative way of trying to deal with this black hole. I'll be honest, I don't think I've seen this too often. Also, we know the whole innate ability that it's kind of broken, but nobody knows how to use it properly when it goes daytime yet. Let's see if Turkey has a bit more success with that. As we get the Invoker ban, Wind Ranger, and Turkey's banning the Sven. They think this could have been a Sven support or a Gyro support.
I mean, it could be. They've definitely played, but they also played MC on Gyrocopter offlane, which was not that successful.
Did it work?
Nope.
Okay. There's a Broodmother still in the pool. Neither of these two squads wanted to contest it in game number 1, but it's still available. And Broodmother can be one of those heroes that completely obliterates you.
Yeah,
Adding other
Broodmother is still
two.
there. What other game winners are there?
I like
Okay,
this.
Ember for them.
This is good. I was thinking maybe Ember Spirit for Bulgaria, but so far they could be heading towards the Mastermind Snapfire actually. What does Bulgaria want to do? They have plenty of reserve time right now to think which way they want to head off and finish this draft with. Storm Spirit is also still in the pool, and there's not enough stun on the Turkish side. Storm could have a bit of space here.
Yeah, so as a gyro carry, I think often Enigma could be a
Yeah.
mid snap or another mid that you can pick, because mid snap is pretty good against Ember with the Shredder, of course.
Yeah, but then she just gets jumped by the Ursa and dies. That's why I'm thinking Storm can kind of maybe get out of that, maybe. Storm eats the Weaver alive. Who's gonna be build the Orchid? The Weaver? Okay, I mean, if he has as much farm as the Hoodwing last game, yes, he can. But in a normal circumstance, you don't count on your Weaver getting an Orchid, do you?
No, you wouldn't. They don't have the best Orchid carriers. I'll go for the Dragon Knight. Okay.
Let's see who's picking what. As oh yeah, they're going for what they tried earlier today. The Dragonite safe lane carry for Lil Pleb. He was the one saving grace of his team, but didn't quite work out. Oh. I am not having a panic attack, guys. I just saw who picked what hero. Black, would you mind telling our viewers what actually is happening? Because they can't see who's running what for the Bulgarian squad.
I mean, that doesn't mean much, though. It just means that they're doing a role swap again. Probably. I hope. Honestly, no. Mid Enigma destroys Ember Spirit. Like, if he knows how to play Enigma, I've played that matchup before. He was like the saddest Ember Spirit ever. There's nothing you can do. You literally deny every creep. You get 0 assets.
I don't know what to say. I'm gonna just go on a limb and say that
Yeah.
Mind Control is really not an Enigma player, which is kind of what I was hinting towards since this Swapperoonie. So I'm just gonna update everybody at home. This right now we are looking at a Enigma played by Mastermind, and Snapfire played by Mind Control. And nope, Mind Control's played 6 games of Enigma in the last week, winning 66% of those. and he has played a total of 0 matches on Snapfire.
Wow, that's even more convincing than the Enigma statement.
Oh my goodness. He also has 22,000 games played, which is... How many games do you have in Dota Black? I never asked you this.
I honestly have no idea. Too many, because that only counts pub games. Even Mind Control 2, there's 22,000 pub games.
Yeah.
There's like so many scrims that are not recorded, obviously, pro games that aren't part of that. Like people like us, we really spend way too much time with this game in our lives.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this could be the end for Bulgaria's run as they are now 1-0 down in this series and the game's underway. Mind Control kicking off with the tips and the good lucks in the chat. Full confidence. He might just be enjoying himself. Realizes, you know what? Even if we lose, let me just run mid and have a bit of fun myself.
Do you think they're just going to do a lane swap again like they did last time?
He's mid. He's 100. Look at his build. He's definitely mid. And Snapfire's going mid. Anyways, going off lane. That's clear. Looking at like what they bought in base.
Well, that's not a good sign usually.
They won last time he played mid. He won on the Rubik.
Yeah, but Mastermind had a very rough game.
Like you said, doesn't even matter what they do. It's gonna be all about the Dingo show. Let's be honest.
The Dingo show again? You think it's gonna be?
Probably. I would like to see Bulgaria defeated, just because I'm curious. Like I said, to see if Dingo can play something else. I mean, I know he can, but like, how well he can play other things next game.
Well, hopefully for them, there's no next game. They want to close it out nice and easy now here.
Nice and easy.
I think they got the draft for it.
You can say nice and easy or nice and Jeezy. Ha ha, this Weaver player. He's setting up for a kill here, by the way. And is La Jolla going to spot him? Yes, he is. Just going to show himself. Going to deal some damage with the Shikuchi. And I think he should be heading down bottom in just a moment. As, realistically speaking, Kurt should not have a lane here. Gyro Dragonite when you're a Dawnbreaker is impossible. Even with the Weaver support.
Now we're back to what we wanted though. Secure Ursa lane. Historically, it's very strong, but Enigma also is a hard counter to Ursa in the lane. So Dingo's lane should be a lot harder than it was last time.
I'm wondering if Lil Pleb can actually... Well, it's not him. Like I said, when the last time they played Dragonite Carry, which was just a few hours ago, he did very well. It was the rest of his team that fell behind very, very hard. But now, when you have an Enigma, even if you do play from behind, you constantly have the ability of turning around with a combo wombo.
Combo wombo. I mean, they don't really have that great of a combo wombo, right? Like it's quite hard to set up for the Enigma, and she's dead.
Mastermind!
Oh, he stopped his attack!
He's gonna
Oh, he's
die
dead
anyway.
anyway.
It wasn't him, it was the Malefice that stopped him. But La Jolla would love to get one more kill
That's
here
a
in
double.
exchange.
That's a double.
It's the same like last game. He even used the Fairy Fire, hoping he would reach the Chikiro. You just sack the top lane. Stop feeding Dingo kills. Let him free farm. Go for a tri-lane bot and Enigma jungle minute 2. I don't know.
Wait, so how is the mid lane going? Mid lane should be pretty hard for the Ember. He's losing a little bit of the wave coming in, so that's actually pretty even. Is it time for Mind Control to transition to become a mid player?
Well, let's see how this game goes first, right? Before we draw any such conclusions.
That top lane still, okay, they got that double kill, but Ursa is still gonna get hard countered by Enigma eventually. Level 3, level 5. higher levels in the Eidolons makes it really, really difficult to play.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to be the case. That doesn't seem to be the case, Black, does it?
Well,
La Jolla? Question marks in the chat.
yeah. Same here. That was less than desirable.
Less than desirable, he says. Wow. Oh, pause. Okay.
At least the lanes are going well otherwise. DK is farming well, and so is MC on his, what is it called? Snapfire
Snap.
again. Mm-hmm.
But are they
I
going
don't know why I
well
wanted to say hoodwink.
Are they going well enough for them to actually beat Dingo, who's got 3-0-1 at minute 4? Well, that one, Chief. He's also got 2.5k net worth at minute 4. I know net worth is not that important the first 5-6 minutes, but you know, it's an Ursa. It's a hero that you want to punish before level 6.
Yeah, but as I said, like, he has no answer to Eidolons. Really, Mastermind just needs to play more defensively and just get level 3 and get level 5. Just out-deny. Like, there's no need to be this aggressive. You know, like, your entire purpose of being Enigma is to just out-farm the enemy. And then you harass with Eidolons. Every time he comes up, charge. Into Malefice, right-click. The only way you die is if you get caught out of position completely.
Fully honest with you, Black, I would love to meet Mind Control at Riyadh, but at this moment in time, I would love to meet the Turkey squad and hear their story. How have they prepared for these qualifiers to get in such a good shape?
Mind Control, huh? I love Mind Control. He's a huge teddy bear. We played table tennis together.
Okay.
And he spent half the match on the floor. It was super funny.
Are you better at table tennis than you are at air hockey?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Jeezy is about to feed his life away to you. This is Mind Control Snap. Also,
what was that damage, by the way? He almost died from
Snapfire. That's why I'm telling you, Lil Shredder is the way to go. Mid lane Snap is an actual real deal. When she gets level 7, and I assume by that point she would have probably face boots or threads, you just die. If you're a support, you die. That's the beauty of Snap mid. The beauty and the ugly, I guess. Lil Pleb getting pursued bottom, but it's a Dragon Knight, and you don't have the kill tools for him. But despite all this, this Dawnbreaker has been getting way more farm than he should have on this hero.
Who has more farm than should the hero, sorry?
Dawnbreaker.
Dawnbreaker, I mean, 19 CS is really not that much. He's getting actually kind of owned down there.
I think he should be under 10, honestly.
Really? You think that lane's that hard for him?
Well, clearly not, but I think it should be. He's got a support Weaver, and he's running into a Gyro that spams a Rocket Barrage and a DK that like right-clicks you for Cleave. I genuinely think he's just having way too good of a time. And now up top, Dingo has the same amount of RAS hits, but has way more kills, and he wants to get on top of Mastermind once again. He's not going to get the kill now, but the Enigma will be below half HP, so another one of those dual breath Liquid Frost attempts will be probably successful.
What have we got here? MC taking the Illusion Rune, charge coming through. That's just a feed.
What is Plague there? That is just a feed. I understand he wanted to contest the Power Rune up top in the river at minute 6, but there is zero reason for you to walk up the opponent's mid lane high ground just to place that sentry. You can still have gone in the river. They do have a Spirit Breaker. That is, okay, the first time we actually see him go for a global rotate at minute 6, which is a bit later than most Spirit Breakers, but you can see the hero up top. It's not like you don't know what draft they have.
Yeah. What do you think is going to be the turning point here in this game? Dawnbreaker 6 and then a big rotation, or?
I think the Snapfire TP will gonna be the first big turnaround, as Dingo kind of goes very, very deep for Mastermind, and Mind Control is here with the rotate. Will it be as impactful as I just predicted 5 seconds ago? No, because he's just gonna kill a support. Unless Toy gets to deny himself? No. Mind Control has played, what would we say, 23,000 games of pubs? He knows how to get the last hit.
Well, you know what I like? That they're finally starting to tip each other after they make a couple of good plays. That's what they need. They need some good team atmosphere right now. They need to make sure...
The vibes are high.
Spirits. Yeah.
Yeah, they need vibes, yeah. We
Gotta
were
be
talking about vibing, but they haven't really been vibing. In the last couple of days, actually, Bulgaria haven't really been vibing. So let's see if the power of vibes can make them feel a bit better. And this is what I said, look at it, level 7. He doesn't have threads finished yet, but the damage is already there, and that's a mid lane and not a support. Sadly, though, the Solar Guardian is going to come on top of him, and the stun from the charge will not connect in time. Fail is going to be there. They want to get the kill onto GZ, but they're going to play... They're going to pay... Mastermind? He's going to collect the kill, okay. Gyro's very confident versus that Dawnbreaker.
That's what you call a successful Dawnbreaker rotation. Though, game is very, very, very even right now, and Dragon Knight Stoic again. Or just Black Hole him, alright. He might die actually to the Ursa, he's out of mana.
The charge is coming, but it's a very slow charge. Mastermind is still there. Look, the kisses coming in, mind control with the rotation, but the end range from Ursa will keep her safe for a lot, but not enough actually, as the charge is there. Lotus healing Dingo up to it, turns around to get the kill, and Dingo still survives. La Jolla just has to watch his teammate die, and he now dies to the double kill. Ember Spirit amplified damage, sleight of fist. What could have been a nice turnaround from Bulgaria ended up being an absolute disaster.
Definitely ridiculously strong, obviously. AD.
I wonder why. Oh, it's because it's the Ursa that Turkey have been winning pretty much every game with. Oh yeah, he's 5-1 in 2 minute 9. Oh yeah. Okay, I see.
Hey, it's not over yet. It's not over yet.
And on the back of that was, what was it, like a minute and a half double skirmish? Mind Control just dropped up the face of the earth. He's now the lowest farmed hero on the, well, out of the cores. 1k behind the Ember. And he doesn't seem like he's about to catch up anytime soon, as his supports are dying in front of him. Can Mind Control do anything without the kisses? He's trying to sidestep. He's actually not going to connect with the Scatter Blast, and that's going to mean his second support dies. They're all healing. Lil Pleb comes in. He's got double bracer and a Helm of Iron Will. Why are you here? He just falls. Mind Control's under a sentry. They're about to find him. The dust isn't going to be there in time. The Ice Path does connect. Mind Control just standing and taunting on top of a sentry.
He's vibing. He's vibing.
He lost 4 teammates. Three teammates.
Yes, he did.
He's gonna kill the Spirit Vessel. At least a small victory for him. Is he gonna TP out in time? Yes, he is. Only level 7 to the 9 of GTI's Ember Spirit. They're trying to set up for mid. Maybe they're trying to bait GTI to overcommit, but Stoic is by his side. And so is the Weaver. So is the Dawnbreaker. Steering Chains. Ice Path, Macro Pyre, Mind Control, will die. 3, 2, 1, Sleight of Fist. Easy peasy. The relentless pressure continues. GZ's pushing Fail even further, deeper. They're dewording their opponent's triangle at minute 12. Ember is farming, is killing, so is the Ursa.
So is the Dawnbreaker now too. What happened to MC, man? His farm is gone.
He died 3 times in the span of 3 minutes.
Yeah, but why did it happen? They're such a good game too initially. Now down 4K. Man, Turkey is just steamrolling them again. I don't know what's up with Bulgaria. Still, on paper, they should be so much stronger.
Oh, call down in mid. Well, that's not where Stoic went. Full Maelstrom down on GTI. He feels so free around this map with 6-0 and 4 that he doesn't even go for the Mage Slayer. Lately, we've seen Embers go Mage Slayer into Maelstrom Gleipnir. He says, I don't need that extra cloak for magic resist. I'm just gonna get my Maelstrom, play classic Ember, and just have fun. Meanwhile, the Snapfire, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that he could have had the same items on a support snap at minute 12.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's very true. And okay, so there is a downside with skilling Little Shredder, right? And that is that you don't have the max nuke right at level 7, so you can't farm as fast. You're really relying on getting kills and just dominating a lane.
And he just can't find those kills. Meanwhile, the Dawnbreaker, who got shut down at the beginning of the game, has made her way up in the net worth chart. She's looking very good. The Battle Fury is completing on Dingo yet again, pre-minute 13. He's farming away. The question goes back to, can Lil Pleb carry his team? But he even TP'd earlier and died once. Smoke up. They're gonna go for mind control of the tower. It's gonna be another Solar Guardian. Mass TP's coming in, but they're not gonna be here in time to fortify to deal some damage with the tower help. But are they gonna be able to convert anything? The Ember gets out, and Kurt is finally gonna fall, but he did so much splash damage with the Blade Mail. La Jolla, another casualty, and Lil Pleb just dies, tries to armlet toggle. Mastermind is there. Pump fix the black hole. They're gonna kill the Jakiro, but this damage from the Ember Spear, the Dragon Tail's in cooldown for 10 seconds. And Lil Pleb, nice armlet toggle despite the Spirit Vessel coming through.
I was scared that for a second he was gonna get black holed.
Meanwhile, Dingo just stole the Wisdom Rune, bro. This is as rough as it gets. Okay, Lil Pleb got some gold. But oh, they didn't use the black hole black, like you mentioned. They have the smoke, they have the blink, they have the Vlads. This might be a good turnaround point. Can you get on top of the Ursa? Can you get on top of the Ember? Either of those two kills would be massive.
That's what they're looking to do. Defend the bot tower. There's no pressure on the Enigma, and they don't have many ways to cancel it. In fact, only Ice Path.
The tower's gonna fall by the time they get there, and look at Weaver, he's gonna break the smoke. He's running into all of them. He's gonna sacrifice himself. Time lapse still available. It doesn't matter if he dies as long as he halts this blink. And now it's gonna be revealed. They would have seen it when the Weaver fell to Mastermind. 6k behind, 9 kills. Advantage for Turkey. The second Wisdom Rune of minute 14 will also get collected by one of the Turkish cores. It's highly improbable for Bulgaria to come back into this one, Black.
Yeah, but at least they have the Enigma, which is always a comeback hero. And once she has BKB, it has BKB. An entity, right? Not a gender. Once there's BKB up, there's no cancel. They only have an invisible at some point, or MC again.
Mind Control's baiting. He's actually baiting this time. Can they get on top of GTI? Does he have a Fire Remnant out? He just needs to show up one more time to lane. He's trying to high five. Mastermind is in the trees, but GTI is aware. Like I said, the blink reveal. GTI up close and personal. We need a blink in. Oh, nice. Okay. The patience from Mastermind was fine. It was good enough. But now the creep wave's dead, so you can't take the tier 1 top.
I like that they're kind of avoiding fights on the Dire.
Yeah.
Because they know there's a black hole that they can't really cancel too easily. They probably want to get the Aegis first before they really commit.
And you know what the problem is, Black? After all this kiting around the map, even in 2-3 minutes, when we will get the first black hole team fight, everybody will respawn so fast that Bulgaria will be unarmed for 3 minutes with that black hole in cooldown.
So it might be worthwhile, right, to kind of...
Yeah.
Stoic again.
He's so sustainable. Now the supports are trying to kill the Weaver in the battleline, and they will do so. And look at mind control. He will kill Stoic, but he dies to the overtime damage. Now the Ember Spirit shows up, protecting Jeezy and getting a double kill, then going back to farm in mid. 4 for 1. Measly support.
Yeah, I mean, they did the perfect thing, which is jump on the Enigma, kill the Enigma before any sort of Black Hole can come out. Weaver didn't even die. 4-1 trade again. Now there's Aegis. Now Black Hole is not as scary.
Does Mind Control have a lot of ATOS already, or still not?
Lot of Atos. I hope he has it,
Okay, he does.
but it's honestly not that impactful either.
He's 3 levels behind the GTI Ember Spirit, as well as 4K network behind.
Got the remnant. Oh, they're looking for nothing. I think they had that kill. Just blink Black Hole. He's so hesitant.
You know what I think this is, Black? And it pains me to say this, as it's pre-minute 20. I think this might be a last smoke attempt. I genuinely think so. If you can't convert now, when are you going to do it? By the time
I'm telling you right now, I don't know why he just didn't blink on the Ember there. He was under a ward. They knew he was gonna go for the rune. You can't be so hesitant when you play heroes like Enigma. You gotta use that blink hole. You've had blink for like 4 minutes now.
5 minutes, yeah. Look at Stoic. He almost has Aghanim Scepter on a position 5 Jakiro. Ice Path is perfect. Stopping La Jolla. He's gonna try for the TP out, but ding go! Says.
Alright. Continuing to farm on the Dragon Knight. That's really all you can do. I mean, he has a BKB. Again, they don't really have great disables on the Dire. They'll get a Basher eventually, but that's it. Basher, Dawn Ult, Ice Path. There's nothing else they have.
Well,
so there's always a comeback potential.
They're gonna get the upgraded Macro Pyre in just a few minutes, and I think it just kind of takes a lot of damage anyway through that. Smoke up. Mind Control is gonna be the casualty they find yet again. Nobody gets saved in. No turnaround point. Another 3 minutes on the Aegis. This Snapfire has been obliterated. They don't want to even let them get the Tormentor. They're blinking on top of them. They're killing the Gyro. He's gonna fall. Call down to slow down. What is La Jolla doing there? Get back! That Ursa has an Aegis. A Nether Strike on top of the Jakiro, but the damage is insufficient.
The only play you have is get a Black Hole in there. If you can't do that, you have no hope of winning any of these fights. And that time is also limited. Limited time on the shelf.
You want to Black Hole the Tormentor. This could be a huge debate with the Swarm. Imagine this is working. Mind Control, TP's in the tower, nice cookie, goes over the Ursa, and the Ursa loses her first life, but now Mind Control will fall to the Spirit Vessel damage. They're trying to get the kill, and they're gonna get the trade. Mind Control's actually still alive somehow. No! I just jinxed him.
Where's the Black Hole in the Ursa? You gotta use that ability. I can't believe just let him walk out of there.
They protected their Tormentor and the Wisdom Rune.
Yeah. I suppose they did.
I also don't think Hurricane Pike is the item that's going to help Lil Pleb carry this game.
But what is at this point is the problem, you know? Like, he just needs a good Black Hole somehow.
No, but what would you build on Lil Pleb here? Because I actually think Hurricane Pike is not... It's like another transitional item. I think like he needs a Mjolnir Skadi here.
I'm a big damage fan. Daedalus.
Okay.
Some oomph, you know? Because right now they don't have any oomph.
Axe done. Stoic is about to melt people in the next team fight. Enigma will black hole, and then Stoic will just pop it. Oh my goodness, never mind. She was... I think that could have been a Weaver solo kill, but GZ was like, no, come get some of this action, Kurt. And now the Tormentor was protected, but not for long enough.
Yeah,
now
taken out easily as well.
Little pleb. He's dead.
They can't let him die.
He has BKB. Nice cookie
They
from
cannot
Mind
let him
Control.
die.
Another searing chase. Pop the BKB, turns around. Dragon Form, you gotta get the skill. And look at the damage coming in from the snap. Well, he's still not dead, finally. He does fall, and now the Ember is up close. We have 8 seconds until the black hole comes back to life. The kisses!
Not kissy enough.
Sticky fingers from Mind Control there. Dingo has another close to perfect game black. 9-1 and 5.
What a surprise.
Yeah. Imagine banning Ursa.
That would be too easy.
I could never imagine that.
Yeah. You don't want to make the game too easy for yourself, do you?
Is smoking up. Turkey up. Next for the challenge. They are heading for the Radiant Jungle, and Lil Pleb has no BKB for 15 seconds. He also went back for the Blink Dagger. Oh wow. That's not an attack speed item, that's not a damage item.
No, it is not.
They're scanning again. They're not quite connecting, but Mastermind is farming there. So is Mind Control. Well, saying Mind Control is farming is a bit of an exaggeration. He is right now outfarmed by every single hero on the Dire side.
Well, he's trying. He's trying his best.
GZ with an aggressive observer word placed. Dingo is just farming at the entrance of the tier 3 despite the fact that the tier 2 is still standing. No Pleb. Trying his best to accelerate his farm into this mid game, but he is so far behind the Ursa. Even the Ember Spear is ahead of him. Ooh, I believe the Ember actually has a full Aghanim Scepter flying to him at minute 25.
Yeah, Ember is absurdly farmed as well. Like, Ursa's having a perfect game. But look at the Ember.
Impeccable performance. Back-to-back games from both GTI and Dingo. Completely showcasing the Turkish talent that the roster has. Oh, BKB. Turn around. Lil Pleb really trying to get this kill onto Stoic. Ursa's waiting, but the charge is coming through. That's going to bash Django as well. That Skull Basher coming in. Steering chains onto 2. No more BKBs for the Dragon Knight. Where is the Black Hole? Nobody's here. They're all getting kited bottom. Lil Pleb tries to arm toggle. Nice turnaround with the Black Hole, but where is the damage? They're all dead. It's too late. Solar Guardian comes on top of them. The kisses are landing, but it's a 3 versus 4. Can he even kill Kurt? He's sidestepping nice left. He's going right, north, east, west. But what I can see is that this Ember Spirit might have overstayed his welcome. GTI still in the enemy's base. Mind Control wants the kill. He's just doing it. 1 versus 3. GTI TPing out.
Oh my god, that's like adding injury to the... salt into the injury, man. Salt into the wound.
They're not calling it black.
I mean, I don't think they can call it. It's literally the last chance to have.
This was the first black hole of the game. Second black hole of the game.
Mm-hmm.
The black hole came too late. The kisses came too late after the black hole. And this was a fight without the Aegis. Next Roshan is going to be Aegis Cheese again. And the Ursa didn't die, and GTI just styled and profiled like Ric Flair back in the 80s onto the entire Bulgarian roster.
Yeah, with the legendary chop. The fact that he makes it out of there too, that's pretty damn epic.
They're killing the Weaver, and now Dawnbreaker lands a bit too late. There is not enough to make it, but she has some BKB. No, she doesn't. It's only Aghanim Shard. They kill the Gyrocopter, but the damage is there. They're gonna kill nobody else as they're all dying.
Two alive, 2-1 trade again. It's just, ah man, I really feel bad for Bulgaria. 2 games in a row. But do I feel bad for them? I mean, they could have banned the Ursa.
GTI is also 13-0 and 10 on December Spirit. That is incredible.
Yeah, the Ember is having a even better game than Dingo.
He was in a Snapfire matchup. Oh, Mastermind blinks away. Nice. Does escape GTI's aggression there. I was saying last game that I don't think I've seen that many pro games that had over 1k net worth lead per minute. This is more than that. It's 32k lead at minute 28.
Yeah, it's incredibly one-sided again, fortunately.
GZ was
I wish
alone
I could
there.
say it wasn't, but
GZ was alone there. Little Pleb spotted him, just blinked out. Didn't want to risk it. There's a full Meteor Hammer on this Weaver. Now they're going for the Aegis Cheese. Like I said, that's what's next. If Bulgaria can mount a comeback here, Black, this might be the greatest thing we've ever seen.
yeah. But wishes like that rarely ever come true.
I believe we also have started building an Octarine core on Dingo, which is only testament to how far ahead he feels he is. Mind Control has his Gleipnir, but while he's farming in the opponent triangle, his supports are dying in the river, in jungle. Mind Control can look at him, and the sword is gonna connect to him. He's gonna try to TP. The Searing Chains will not reach him in time. No pleb. He's TPing under an Observer Ward, and the Euro Scepter comes in. Tries to turn around. The heal from the Solar Guardian and the damage will be more than sufficient to slay the carry. No pleb. Carry to his grave. No buyback, no DK for 60 seconds, and even when he's back, there will be no dragon form. BKB down on Enigma. Ursa's in their tier behind the tier 4. Hello? Blink Abyssal. Shades of last game. Shades of every game that Dingo gets his hands on the Ursa.
Say goodnight, my friend.
Black Hole coming in onto the Aegis Ursa. Or at least she dies.
Yeah.
Solar Guardian comes in a bit off the mark.
Well, I don't have Black Hole. That's the problem. That's a huge problem, in fact.
Oh my god, look at the jump in. They're going in. GTI gets the kill with the help of Dingo, and now the remnants are in the opponent's base. They are forcing out a Fortify, and the first set of racks will most likely fall. Mind Control gets Sealing changed again. Almost level 25 on this Ember Spirit. 40k behind. Almost for the kills. The Abyssal comes in. Nice Hurricane Pike, but it's not gonna be enough. They're killing every single one of them, even if they're in the fountain. No Mind Control for 40. Lil Pleb has yet to get his Dragon form again, and he's slowed down. Can't even enter his fountain. Nether Strike? Okay.
They can't even leave the fountain. Like, Ember is just burning them inside there. Look, they can't even heal.
Gleipnir as well. GTI gets used up in the air, but that means the homing missile will not connect. Nice bash attempt onto the sidestep of GTI, who's remnanting in, out, around, north, east, allowing Dingo to jump in and bash Lil Pleb, but the big comes in. Now there is no ages from the Ursa, and she will fall to the damage from the fountain. Team Bulgaria, they managed to get the biggest boss, but there's still a couple more that you should slay. Who is gonna get the next piece of action? It's gonna be the Jakiro, also following it into the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, I mean, this game is super important, you know. I know they have a massive lead, but you really don't want to play with your food like that. Yeah, I think just recoup. No need to dive fountain like that. It's a big qualifier still. Oh, Viva might be dead too.
This would be a great kill if they could somehow get on top of him. Spirit Breaker charge is coming, the blink is there, and they're gonna get it with the Dragon Tail, bash. Time lapse, wash? Dust? The dust?
Not today, boy.
And that was a lot of space making from GZ. So much so that almost everybody's back alive. 20 seconds, no dragon form, but we do have the Hurricane Pike. And they are scanning. They want to find someone, I think. I don't know. They're dancing around the dire jungle, and they're going to just blink and show themselves onto the creep wave. Charge, charge, charge. Where is our charge? Never mind. This is the actual charge that matters. It's GTI charging ahead with the Fire Remnant, getting on top of Lil Pleb, has to use BKB, TP out, but the damage, the Abyssal Blade is there. And Lil Pleb will also, disappear from that side of the map, as he's out for 80. At least he didn't use Dragon Form.
I guess small consolation prize, yeah. A very small consolation prize, because now they're not going to high ground again. Dragon Knight can buy back, probably will have to.
He does
there we go. Black Hole is available now again.
Level
they can definitely kill the Ursa in that.
But look at the Fire Remnants. You might wonder, why does GTI place the Fire Remnants so far ahead? Not you, Black, of course, but the viewers. It's because with the Aghanim Shard, he can cancel the Blink Daggers. And, oh my goodness. Thank you, Observer, for this. There's a full Ags on GZ.
Alright, yeah. Now you just need to get the Weaver and the Earth into the Black Hole.
And the Ember. And the... A 5-player Black Hole. There's no Aegis.
Or Jakiro. Easy refresher. And Axe.
My goodness.
And Yule.
Every single... The only hero of Bulgaria's squad that's still in the top net worth is Dragon Knight. They're going outside of their base for this fight. The kisses are coming in, but the Abyssal from Ursa says mind control. How about body control, as I'm gonna take you out to try to get some damage onto this Dingo Ursa, down to below half HP, but they cannot connect with anything else as the Mastermind BKB Enigma just dies. Mind control tries to run away from his base to stay alive. Can they change time? December Spirit, they want to get the kill, and it's gonna be the first death of the game, but instant buyback comes in back to the opponent's fountain, wants to get something in exchange for his troubles. Lil Pleb tries to turn around with another Dragon Tail, but GTI gets out of there.
Or the Sun, if they get a Black Hole, he doesn't want to buy back. Yeah.
20 seconds, they're trying to hold still. Look at the Meteor Hammer connecting with Lil Pleb. Mind control, there's nothing he can do. He's so underfarmed, only 10k on the Snapfire. They're managing to hold, but barely, and now that the Enigma responds, they need to get out of there. That was a huge gold influx on the back of the Ember Spirit kill, but it's not enough as they're still trailing 44,000 net worth.
$44k in 36 minutes.
This Octarine on Kurt means he has Solar Guardian every 52 seconds. He can have Solar Guardian 3.2 times, like every 3.2 times when we have a Black Hole available.
And it's a massive amount of evasion on that.
Dragonite wants to get an Orchid, which I think should have been, if not the first, maybe the second item.
It's a little late now, isn't it?
I do think so. And, well, I guess there's slight luck for Bulgaria, and it's a half rush timer, a minute and a half, not the full 3 minutes, not an instant respawn timer. So that means they will survive for at least another 2 more minutes. Now they're trying to farm the jungle, they're trying to drop some of these tier 3 neutral items. No, tier 3. Tier 4 neutral items, actually.
Yeah,
oh, wow. They
4.
haven't farmed their jungle in so long that they're dropping tier 4s and tier 3 neutral items, Black. That's why I was a bit confused.
Yeah, they're diving enemy base too much.
No, I meant Bulgaria. They just got their final tier 3 item on the Ogre Seal Totem for fail. So now they need to kill at least another, well, a couple creeps to get 4 more tier 4 neutral items. We have an Ancient Guardian, which is going to be, I guess, the first bit of damage that we see coming in from Lil Pleb.
I mean, he's the only one that's somewhat keeping up with farm.
If this Dragonite would be a universal hero, I would maybe say, yeah, there's a slight chance, but he isn't. Also, Jeezy, he's been vibing here for about 80 seconds now, and his patience will pay off in 10. He's trying to predict when Roche responds with a Meteor Hammer. Sadly, he's going to be a bit too early. He's leaving the pit as the Roche spawns. Stoyage? Wow, okay, Ice Path at the moment.
How does he know that as you spawn? No. That's Gamas right there.
Oh, instant bash. Just as
Yeah,
a
he deserves that.
Yeah, I believe so. Third Roshan of the game. A couple of minutes later than the one we had in the game 1. Bulgaria are about to be facing an absolute terror Aghanim's Blessing. For who even gets it? Like the Dawnbreaker?
Ursa eats it.
They all have it. They all have the Blessing, the Aghanims. He's gonna eat it to free up a slot in the inventory. Yeah, he's getting a refresher as well.
Dude, the Dawnbreaker has literally just been farming the enemy jungle for like an hour. 56k lead now.
That's what
Dude,
about
game 1 was ridiculous. Now it's just comedy at this point.
Can we please show our viewers at home that it's been 10 minutes of 0% chance? 0% chance from Dota Plus from the last 10 minutes. It doesn't matter, we don't have time for that as we might be heading towards the end as what an initiation, they're jumping in, mind controls, trying to survive, trying to sidestep, but he will not be successful as both him and the supports are dying, and now it's only Lil Pleb and Mastermind standing between Turkey and qualifying, and they're getting on top of him, the Spirit Vessel, the Black Hole has arrived, but the Solar Guardian comes in for the cancel, Mastermind falls, no more buyback, it's a 1v5. And the amplified damage on the Ember Spirit gets the work done. Lil Pleb isolated, abyssal, ice path, and he will fall in his own fountain as GTI gets an ultra kill to seal the deal.
To make it look so absolutely easy. 61k lead is when they ended at roughly 40 minutes. Congratulations to Turkey. Well deserved. Bulgaria definitely going to be disappointed with this one. Turkey probably over the moon. And we'll be seeing them in Riyadh.
What a performance. Incredible from the Turkish squad that have had probably one of the best journeys in the tournament. Top 2 in the groups, upper bracket, then dropping down lower bracket, bouncing back in what was a dramatic, dominating annihilation from start to finish of the Bulgarian squad. Turkey, top 5. Will be making their way to World Esports Championships as we take a look at the final highlights of this European qualifier.
Yeah, as you just said, the qualifier will be finding its end here with Turkey qualifying as the 5th and last spot. And we'll be back again in a roughly 1 week's time with the last region, America's region, which should also be quite interesting. Although the favorites there are probably much more clear-cut than they were here. I personally didn't expect Turkey to make it, especially not that easily. Very strong team. Very nice surprise. And their draft too. Like they didn't pick cookie cutter drafts all the time, you know. They had some, but they always have their own flair.
Yeah, which is a sign of a great team, Black. The fact that they can play both in and out of the meta, and sometimes both at the same time. Like here we had Yersa, Jakiro, Weaver, Ember, great, and then the Dawnbreaker out of nowhere. Last game, what was it? The Legion Commander, similar type of flavor. Very, very incredible from them. And I gotta say, I would like to give Dingo the MVP, but only because he's only shown me some Ursa play. I'm gonna give it to GTI for that second map performance.
I think he very well deserves it. His rotation if was spot on, his laning was good into a pretty tough matchup. I mean, his one death that he had, I don't really count that because he was literally bathing inside the enemy fountain.
I like that he was bathing. He wasn't drinking from the fountain, he was bathing in it.
Yeah, he was having a good time over there.
Sadly, this will be one of the first times, I believe, when Bulgaria doesn't qualify to IESF World Esports Championships in a couple of years' time. Last year, we know they made it. I believe even in 22 they might have been there. I'm just gonna check that before I misinform our audience. No, okay, they weren't there last year. It's 2 years ago either. But no, they were. They were. Bulgaria was there last year, 2022 as well. So it's gonna be quite a sour taste for them to not make it, as they had such a great lineup, a lot of potential with them, and a lot of experience. Sadly, they have faltered as that was it, the final Dota 2 game of the European qualifier. It's been an amazing 5 days, Black. And before we close off, I just want to update everybody at home about the final standings of the IESF qualifiers, and they look as it follows. In 5th place, you just witnessed Team Turkey clutching the final place in Riyadh. In 4th, Sweden. 3rd, bronze medal goes with Greece. 2nd place, Ukraine. And in the 1st place, surprising, that match was played between Ukraine and Belarus. Belarus clutched the 1st seed, Black.
Isn't that? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a huge surprise. Ukraine is an amazing team. Belarus. I mean, I knew they were strong, but I didn't know they were that strong.
Of course,
You
the
know?
seeding matches were a best of one.
Yeah.
In their best of 3 series, Belarus also won game 1 and ended up losing 1-2. So in a best of 1, they came out on top. I guess you could argue that they came out on top in a one map scenario twice. So that's going to be something interesting that I will be looking forward to see how it unfolds later on in the year, when we will get most certainly a rematch between these two squads. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Belarus, Ukraine, Greece, Sweden, and now Turkey will be joining the rest of Mongolia, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and South Africa. So, Black, do you have any final words you'd like to say to the stream before you close off?
I'm incredibly happy for Turkey. I'm quite sad, especially for Mind Control, who I know he took a lot of time to actually prepare for this tournament, and he cared quite a lot about it. Would have loved to see BZM in here as well. A little bit disappointed also that Nisha couldn't make it because he was running his own tournament, but big props to him for even playing.
Yeah.
Overall, I'm happy that national tournaments are getting more recognition, because I think they should be a big staple of any esports, any sports. They're just gonna get bigger. It's just the beginning. And yeah, once again, congratulations to Turkey. Thanks, Waxon, as always. A pleasure working with you.
Same here, my friend. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can go follow Black on all of his socials, and we can drop them in the chat. You can find him anywhere. Just go Black Dota, and you'll find him on Twitch, on Twitter, and all of the cool sites where you cool kids go to these days. As that will be the close off for today. I was Waxed. It was my pleasure to be here alongside Black, B-Cop, and our amazing production team the last couple of days. Huge shout out to all of the federations, the players, the teams, and the nations that took part in both the European qualifiers and the ones we had up until this point. And we will see you soon with more IESF action right here on the IESF YouTube and Twitch channels. See you next time. Stay hydrated.